So we'll just deviate for the next hour or so on a little slightly different topic but of equal importance. Okay, and we're going to look at the mind of the elite fielder. Okay, what makes the elite fielder different in terms of his mental makeup. All problems, all drop catches need not be a technical problem. Correct or not? Yeah. Yes, we as coaches have a tendency to look for a technical solution for every drop catch or every fumble or a missed direct hit or something like that. Okay. Very often the answers don't lie in the technical domain, but they may lie somewhere else. But since we are used to looking only in one area, we miss out some various possible options. How many of you all will agree that many of the lapses that do happen on a cricket field as a fielder could be related to the mental aspect? Many of them? Yeah. What sort of issues could affect the mind of a fielder or a wicket keeper? Pressure. Yeah. The same catch looks very easy in a fielding practice session. Half as difficult a catch will seem daunting in a match. Agreed with that? Because there is a consequence to dropping that catch now. That adds a lot of pressure. Having confidence. Superb. Very, very important thing. Confidence. If you have the confidence, very often that gives you the drive to go for the toughest of chances. Okay? And you go full-heartedly, there's more likelihood that you're going to make it. Yeah? Self-belief, confidence, yeah. Anything else?
If the fielder has had lapses before or is in poor form.
Fantastic point. Yeah. Letting your mind dwell on a past lapse or a past error can keep weighing. Very often you see this wicket keeper who has kept well all through the day and just happens to miss one catch, and everyone's now looking at him as though he's committed a huge crime, and that weighs on his head for a long time. The rest of the game he'll be thinking about that, maybe the next game also. Happens? Yeah. Right. So let's have a look at some of the aspects of the mind as far as fielding is concerned, and let's try and look for some solutions. Okay. Right. So these are some of the ingredients that great fielders possess. We've already spoken about them. They are supremely fit, very athletic, yeah? Smart, quick reflexes, an anticipatory sense, great hand-eye coordination, and also a great mind. You agree with that? Yes. Yeah. All those different great fielders we've been talking about since yesterday possess a superior mind, whether it's a Jadeja or Virat Kohli, a Suresh Raina or a Rahul Dravid in the slips, Ajinkya Rahane in the slips, right, or a Dhoni behind the stumps. Yeah. Superior mind. So great fielding sides can turn matches around. Yeah. The old cliche, catches win matches. It's a very old cliche, but it still holds true. Yeah, we've seen Sri gave the example of that famous catch which Kapil Dev took in the '83 World Cup final of Viv Richards. It didn't just turn around a match; it turned around a championship, a tournament, and the fortunes of Indian cricket. Everything. Okay, so definitely great fielding, a direct hit, a brilliant catch can just make such a huge difference. Okay. Great fielding can make an ordinary bowling attack look menacing. In fact, one of the greatest fielders of all time, the South African Colin Bland, says that great fielders are part of the attack. Yeah, they're not there for defense, they're part of the attack. Okay, great fielders can make sure that 2 or 3 wickets fall of the opponents due to their efforts. Happens or not? Yeah, of course. You don't even attribute those to the bowler, you attribute to that great fielding, Right. The extra pressure put on the batsman by good ground fielding can force batters to play false strokes. Yeah. So great fielding can cause the dismissal of many batters through a brilliant catch, or just by putting so much pressure, choking the batsman, not allowing them to take runs, and they are forced into an error. Yeah. And that's what great fielding sides do. Yeah. Right. So a few of the areas that we are going to touch upon today. One is how to concentrate for long periods of time. We spoke yesterday how the one activity in which any player is going to spend maximum time doing is fielding. Yeah, even a batter who's going to bat through the innings is going to spend equal amount of time on the field as a fielder. Yeah, so fielding is extremely important, and for long periods of time your concentration sometimes can get challenged. Okay. Number 2, cricket smartness plays a big role. You see most of these brilliant fielders very sharp and smart about their cricket. Yeah. Number 3, the motivation to keep trying. Okay, can be a challenge at times. And last but not the least, dealing with errors. Yeah. So 4 areas of which are connected to the mental side. Let's go and have a look at them. What's Sir Garfield Sobers saying? Yeah. It's a myth that you need to concentrate for 8 hours at a stretch in a game of cricket. You don't need to. What you need to do is be able to concentrate for about 8 seconds 540 times a day. Makes better sense?
Yes.
Makes it look easier now. Yeah. So you concentrate when the ball is alive, and the moment the ball is dead, you can let your concentration drop just that little bit. Okay, so you switch on or switch up, I'll say. Switch up when the ball is alive, and switch down when the ball is dead. Again, switch up before the next ball, switch down when the ball becomes dead. So this constant oscillation between switch up and switch down. Okay, I don't like switch on and off. You can't afford to switch off when you're on the field. Okay, when do you switch off? When can you switch off?
After recess.
End of the day, or
After recess.
at a lunch break, tea break. Yeah, sure, you can switch off, and probably you must. End of the day, you need to learn to switch off as well. But when the game is in progress, it's best to just go between green and amber. Green and amber. Don't get into red. Okay? Might just go out of the game. So switch up, switch down. Switch up, switch down. Okay? That way you're concentrating for only about 6 to 8 seconds at a time, and you're doing it about 550 times a day. It cuts down that 8-hour period to maybe a manageable 1.5 or 2 hours in the whole day. Now it's easier? Of course, right?